Ronald Nulud of Pampanga. They're seeing action in the third game against Pasay. Of course, yung team nila, hindi sila po. Quarter scoring, 22-17 for Davao in that first. Nakabawi ang Zamboanga, 26-14. And in the third, they sustained that strong performance, 18-13. And they opened the fourth with a basket from Jason Credo to make it a 14-point lead. Chauka from deep.
If I'm Zamboanga, I'm not that much bothered by that shot. That was from way downtown, and kahit papaano may depensa naman sa harap.
And Paul Turco is back on the floor. Credo airballs the three. I like the idea of Coach Bong making Jason Credo the point guard here in the fourth.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, as we see that long bomb by Val Chauca, because Credo definitely has the potential to be a tall guard here in the league.
Oh, Luciano running with Kalisay, who is denied by Cinco. Credo gets it back, drops it off to Turco, who is fouled by Beltran. And Turco will get 2 free throws.
And you know, Coach Ega and Coach Bong have already been successful in turning Chino Mosqueda into a true point guard here in the league. Project naman nila ngayon, ito si Jason Credo.
Look at this block from Cinco, huling-huli. And they're running the floor. Credo, what a pass though. Ang ganda ng pasa, pero Turco, yan. Pag natamaan ka sa taas ng ulo, tinatapik mo yung ano mo.
Yan yung old school way of of making sure you're okay, di ba?
Oo. Minsan yung kakampi mo pa eh. Pare, ako na, okay ka lang ba? Gaganunin ka pa eh.
Nalaman ngayon dun sa show ni Alex Calleja eh.
Ah, talaga? Hindi nyo ba ginagawa yun dati?
Hindi.
Ginagawa namin yun dati. Totoo yan. O, kita mo si Tik nag second demotion pa sa akin.
Hindi na yata naabutan ng panahon namin yan.
I don't know if it's just me or our age, or you were a sheltered boy.
Di naman. Di naman.
Dapat kasi maglaro ka rin sa labas, sabi.
Naglalaro rin ako sa labas.
Pero, you know, uso sa amin talaga yun dati.
Kaya ang hirap mag-analyst pag ikaw yung partner eh. Talagang napupuruhan eh.
May generational ano lang tayo.
Naiintindihan ko na ngayon yung pwesto ni Christian Luanzon.
Alam mo, may generation gap lang eh. Yun lang yun. Kahit pa paano yung 10, 12 years, malayo-layo yun. Maraming nangyari doon. At marami rin akong na-miss doon sa mga panahon na yun.
Reminiscing, am I right?
Yeah. 63-52. Rojas is fouled by Abrigo. Kasing height ng pala itong si Rojas at si Abrigo, no?
Yeah, both undersized for the 4 spot, but both very ferocious players.
Ano to eh, alternate dati si Gian Abrigo at si Jay Collado sa QC eh. Sa pwesto na yon sa 4. Wow.
So imagine having size and outside shooting with Jay Collado, and then you come in having Gian Abrigo, who's really gonna give you some speed in attacking inside the paint. Ito pa, tsaka he has the ability to handle the basket.
Oh, what a catch! Alano missed it. We'll try again. 0 for 2 on that trip para kay Alano. Parang naubos yata nung ano. bago ng alas 7.
6:41 yung kanina eh.
Kalisay, nice shot fake. Lumapit. Kalisay, jumper, no good. Turco, offensive rebound. And ball poked away by Cinco. Hindi nababa pa yung bola ni Turco. Doon pa naagaw. 11 points ang lamang dito ng Zamboanga. Davao, plenty of time to stage a comeback here.
Indeed. This lead is not safe.
Alano inside. Val Chauca, great pass there sa ilalim.
Who says na naubos na? Mr. Tupas. Alano telling us that there is still a lot more left in his tank.
Oh. Matutuwa ang mga fans si Justin Alano sa ginagawa niya ngayong game. Meron na siyang 13 points. Nice block again from Alano, and he continues to smile.
He's just a happy guy right now.
5. Stop and pop. Short. Rebound ni Turco.
They could have gotten a better shot off of that. But they've already managed to cut this down to single digits. This could have been a nice way to hit consecutive baskets that last possession of theirs. Oh, that's definitely a foul.
7 seconds on the shot clock. Foul on Justin Alano, and papasok si Kawilan, Sena, and Gabat. Fresh legs here for the Sikat. Great pass by Valchaka for our assist of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the Mpbl. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Mosqueda drives. Abdul with a jumper, no good. Komya will drive.
Ooh.
Nearly got that one in.
I think he made it difficult for himself there. Could have finished in front of the basket, but chose to try and float to the right side and finish on that area of the floor.
Sena. No go on that one. Valchauca. Bigay kay Abrigo. Abrigo ngayon. Drives right. Oh! And one. And it's only a 7-point deficit now na hinaharap ng Davao.
Yeah, unti-unti na natin nakikita yung pagbabalik sa magandang kondisyon nito ni Gian Abrigo. You know, the first few games kind of saw that he was struggling a bit, going up and down the floor. Hindi niya masyado nakokontrol yung bola. But right now, we're seeing him very stable. The body strong enough once again to go through those kinds of contact and finish the shots.
7 points for Gian Abrigo. Thank you to LGR, the official outfitter of the Mpbl. It's a timeout for Zamboanga. Their lead is down to 6 with 5.5 minutes to go. Davao's next 3 games. On June 3, they play the Bulacan Cuyas. On June 11, it's a battle with Binyan. And on June 16, a tussle with Pasay. And a tough road ahead for the Davao Occidental Tigers and Coach Clive Castillo. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. We're back at the Astrodome in Pasay for the second game of your Thursday triple header. Magandang gabi po sa mga nanonood sa atin sa Facebook and YouTube, and syempre sa mga sumusubaybay sa Solar Sports. They have tupas kasama si Javi Palanya, and look at Reg Gabat breaking the silence for Zamboanga to bring the lead back to 8 points.
And also breaking the silence himself on his offensive slate. Before that, 0 out of 7. Ito si Reg Gabat. First field goal sa laro na to.
Inside, Valchauca. Alano on the spin. He is fouled.
And that's just chemistry para sa'yo. Chauca and Alano already well defended on what should have been a shot attempt already para kay Valchauca, but at the last moment decided to dump it off to the waiting hands of Justin Alano, who was in the middle of the paint there, just in front of Chauca.
This free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances ang subok at kompleto appliances brand ng Pilipinas. And what a game for Justin Alanos, up to 16 points. It trims the deficit to 7 points. Mintis yung pangalawa. Rebound nakuha ni JP Kawilan. That's a blocking foul on Justin Alano.
No, he's gonna have to be a little careful now with his fouls. Ito si Justin Alano. And that's already his third.
Tatlo na yan, no? So, pero may 4 minutes and 50 seconds pa dito. We'll see what the response from Zamboanga. Una with a baseline jumper. Unchallenged there. Alano leaking out. Blocked by Una. Zamboanga running the break here. Nakabalik ang mga nakaitim. Gabat with a big shot. The lead is up to 12 once again. After that timeout, a terrific response. 4.5 minutes to play. It's a 12-point lead for Zamboanga. Val Chauca heading into the timeout. He had some words here, and we'll be right back. That's the jumper earlier from Una with a baseline jumper, libre off the inbound.
And then here, chases down Justin Alano.
Siya nakashoot, ha?
Yeah, siya yung nakashoot, and he goes all the way to the other side. Chased down Alano, who was ahead of the pack, and made this shot happen for Reg Gabat. So 2 former Stags having the imprint on those last couple of sequences para sa Zamboanga Sikat.
Chauca has been teed up. Abdul, though, missing the free throw. And let's go to Gian Alianes.
Yes, this report is about Reg Gabat. He shares that one of his biggest dreams has always been to own his own business of basic needs, water services, bigasan, or even a coffee shop. Noong nawala daw ang basketball nung pandemic, Reg would sell clothes and food himself, showing how hardworking he is. Now, he may be a young player, but he did play for Sarangani in the 5th season of the Mpbl. At sabi niya, buti na lang noon na overcome na niya ang pagiging starstruck niya sa mga ex-pros. Pero ngayon, hindi pa rin siya minsan makapaniwala na nakakalaro niya yung mga napapanood niya sa TV dati. For this season, decision-making daw is what he wants to improve on most. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, G. And Reg Gabat, started his career with Sarangani here in the MPBL. And nakita natin a lot of potential. But it's nice to have another option going into a business. Well, you have to also handle the business on the court.
Yeah.
So far,
he has been.
Yeah.
This guy too on the line. These 2 former Stags have been showing it. Una started this game, and he's continuing to prove to Coach Ega and Coach Bong why he has to stay in that starting lineup, while Reg Gabat is proving to his coaches why he is going to be an important piece off the bench.
Comia weaving through traffic. Comia finding a way, banks it in. What fight being shown here by the Tigers, even with their depleted roster. Ball poked away by Chauca. Val. Comia gets it back. Hinabas muna kay Abrigo. Drives against Kawilan using the left hand. Intis ang layup. Inside, Una, the extra pass. Gabat, yes! What a quarter para kay Reg Gabat. Struggling through the first 3 periods. He's come alive with 8 here in the final canto.
It's very impressive that he's managed to put up these kinds of numbers at this point, even with the struggles that he's had.
Missed layup. And another rebound secured by Una. Mosqueda. Goes to Gabat. Reg Gabat again. He's gone. Oh, he's on fire here in the fourth. 10 points para kay Reg Gabat.
Started this game 0 out of 7, but then now just really getting to his spots. Credit to Chino Mosqueda, who's been dictating the pace here in this fourth quarter para sa Zamboanga Sikat. They're really going to Reg Gabat.
20 points against Pampanga. Now with 10 against Davao. Now Zamboanga on the verge of taking down 2 former champions and improving to 12-2. Blocked by Mosqueda on the 3. Reg Gabat to Kawilan. Gets it to go on the 3.
And with that 3, you know, it might be safe to say that they have an opportunity to actually take down another champion as well in their next game. They're going up against Batangas City.
Really impressive. Kawilan steps out to the 3-point line. Got it.
This guy's been quiet for the majority of this game, but 2 threes in the last 2 possessions just to cement this victory para sa Zamboanga Sikat.
And what a second half para sa Zamboanga Sikat. Actually, the last 3 quarters, very, very impressive. They've outscored Davao 40-25 here in the second half. And the scoring has been scattered all around.
Yeah. Just 2 guys not scoring.
Only Paul Turco and Luciano have not scored sa mga pinasok dito ni Coach Bong and Coach Egay.
At saka maganda dito sa Zamboanga is they're not relying on just one guy.
Yeah.
Whoever is available within the flow of their offense, doon sila pupunta.
But make no mistake about it, they do have a go-to guy. He's just not playing tonight in Roy Sumang. And Gabat flying in for that offensive rebound. Kawilan offline on the 3. Let me break this down. Kalisay has 15. Kawilan has 12 on 4 of 10 shooting from beyond the arc. Gabat has 10. Una has 9 points. Rojas has 8. Are has 7. Mosqueda has 7 as well. Ignacio with 6. So getting a little bit of everything from everyone here as Comia is up to 19 points in the game. Gabat with 13. Wow. I've seen another side of Reg Gabat here in this game. I was impressed with the 20 points against Pampanga, but here, coming up with 13 in 1 quarter, Javi, and struggling all throughout, it shows you a different type of character from Reg right now.
Correct. And it also shows you the confidence that Coach Ega and Coach Bong has with this particular player. Imagine going 0 for 7 and still having the chance to redeem yourself later in the game. That just means that you really have been working your butt off in practice, and they have seen the results and they want to see it during the games. They are confident that you can contribute despite struggling like that.
Oo. And ang ganda din ng tiwala ni Coach Bong and Coach Egay sa kanya. Reg Gabat, 13 points. He's made his last 5 shots, Javi.
That's crazy.
He's 0 for 7 through 3 quarters and 5 of 5 here in the 4th.
That just also goes to show you that even with Roy Sumang not in your lineup, at least sa mga future games, pag uupo si Roy, kumpiyansa ka na kaya mong pumuntos kahit wala siya.
And Una comes up with the steal. Here comes James Una! Everyone on that Zamboanga bench wanted a slam.
Nabitin lang ng konti sa talon. That would have been a nice cherry on top of the ice cream.
What a pull. What a breakaway from Zamboanga. The lead was down to 6 here in the 4th. And all of a sudden, they just blitz this Davao Occidental team into oblivion. 88-66. Natapos dito. Zamboanga collects their 12th win of the season. They improved to 12-2. Very impressive ang simula nitong season na to for Zamboanga. And you know, our best player of the game, we could have given it to Reg Gabat with the way he finished this game, but hats off to John Arthur Calisay, who had 15 points. An impressive start for John Arthur Calisay in that first half, and then continued that with his defense. And, you know, a little bit of everything here from John Arthur Calisay.
Correct. You know, he really started it all. Had it not been for his performance in that first half, it would not have maybe sparked that kind of rally that Zamboanga had. So Calisay definitely has all that credit, but of course it's a total team effort para dito sa Zamboanga Sikat.
To talk about team effort, let's go to Gianna, who is with the whole Zamboanga team, including John Arthur Calisay.
Yes, I'm with our best player of the game and his very supportive teammates. Request nila ng interview ay English daw. Pero dahil ikaw ang best player of the game, una kong tanong, Tagalog na lang muna. Sabi nga ng ating panel that all of you contributed. Lahat kayo ay nakapag-contribute offensively and defensively. Ano naman yung reaction mo na kahit young Zamboanga team kayo, ay lahat kayo ay nakakapag-contribute na sa laro?
Okay. Hindi. Mas nagpo-focus naman kami sa teamwork namin. Hindi kami nagbe-base sa individual at may tiwala lang kami sa sistema ni coach, mapa-offense man o defense.